The Fantastic Four, well, this is a movie which shouldn't be that difficult to get right, but unfortunately is seemingly a disaster, a woke disaster, as this article implies. And what it's essentially stating is that Sue Storm becomes the hero of the movie and doesn't need no Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. Essentially, the implication is Mr. Fantastic is less than fantastic. And you have to ask yourself, you know, I don't use the word woke that often, but you have to ask yourself whether any of this stuff is true. And I would say probably. Why? Well, how difficult is this movie to get right? Seriously? The Fantastic Four is not difficult to get right. So we've got two articles to go through today. And it just goes to show how much the Fantastic Four and Marvel currently is a mess. A complete mess. So Fantastic Four, again, said to be a woke disaster. Again, not my words, this is this article's. But again, I genuinely think that there's some truth behind this. So let's take a look. It's again said that Marvel's Fantastic Four movie is a woke disaster. Where you will recall, this individual who wrote this article, which is Matt McGloin, stated that they put forth is the real reason the flick can't get anyone to play the roles. Because there's a lot of individuals that have been rumoured to play this, primarily Adam Driver, to be Mr. Fantastic. But I don't think he's going to want to be, you know, demeaned quite as much as he was, say, back in, you know, those Star Wars films. So not only has it been rumoured, Jeff Snyder also put forth that the Fantastic Four movie is all about Sue Storm. And what did he say? Well, Jeff Snyder said, original early rumours tweeted about how Sue Storm is the role in Fantastic Four. They wanted to build the cast around Sue Storm. This is supposedly the standout role in the movie, which means they went to an actress for Sue Storm first, meaning it's her film. Doesn't sound great, does it? Doesn't sound like the family that this should be, and it should be a family. But it gets worse. So the Fantastic Four script isn't good, and that's not a stretch. Why will no one sign on to it? Because they've taken a look at the script, of what little they're able to see, and gone, yeah, this is garbage. So rumours for months have offered that various actors have potentially been cast in the roles, but everyone put it, you know, parted ways. Everyone was disinterested. So regarding Adam Driver, it's been said he wasn't happy with the Fantastic Four script, so he turned down the role. And then, you know, he doesn't want a Last Jedi type of move again, I'm sure. Absolutely not. But the latest rumour offers that Marvel is going to go back to Adam Driver with a revised script. New writer has actually been announced, so that adds a lot of weight to that rumour. Which, of course, means the current original Fantastic Four script isn't good. Yeah, if it was a good script, you wouldn't keep hiring new writers, and you wouldn't keep losing actors. That's just basic common sense. So the script needs to be fixed. Why does the script need to be revised? Again, fitting with Kevin Feige's diverse agenda, the Fantastic Four movie is likely going to make Sue Storm look good and the other characters look bad, which, of course, is woke. If you have to prop up other characters by making others look bad, yeah, it's not great, is it? The expense of other characters, that's not how you lift people up. So here's the rumour from WDW Pro, and they say the following. So WDW Pro says, this came to us from a high-level source, one of the highest that they have. 6 months ago, according to the source, the Fantastic Four movie was Sue Storm-centric. Reed Richards in Fantastic Four was only referred to as Mr. Fantastic, ironically in the film, even negatively. Sue has been sacrificing so much of herself being in a relationship with him. Cool, fantastic. It's the demeaning of relationships again. Reed Richards is so poorly depicted that some actors even passed on playing the role. They did not want to be involved with this toxic masculinity style portrayal. And apparently the original director also left, at least partly, due to this same issue. The overall message from this individual is, you know, Fantastic Four movies largely being done because of Fantastic Four features essentially 4 people of European descent. So we can't have that, of course. Why not? They're trying to meet their quotas, you know, their DEI stuff, equal representation, all that nonsense. They're twisting themselves in knots, according to the source, trying to figure out how they can make the Fantastic Four be satisfying to the wokesters out there. So there's that. Absolute shambles. And then there's this. So Fantastic Four Sue Storm is now Marvel's Indiana Jones. So Marvel Comics is now explaining a retcon of the relationship between Sue and Reed. Which, if they are going to be doing anything, comics tend to, and have often, especially with current day Marvel, preceded a lot of the stuff that they're trying to include in their movies. So it's learned that Fantastic Four's Sue Storm is now the Indiana Jones of the Marvel Comics universe. Kathleen Kennedy would be proud. So Fantastic Four number 12 was released on Wednesday, and after 10 years, Marvel Comics finally answered what Sue Storm has her doctorate in. So Sue Storm is a doctor, apparently. Okay. So in 2013, Fantastic Four number 4, Marvel Comics and Matt Fraction retconned the origins of Sue Storm and Reed Richards by explaining how they fell in love by making Sue Storm the equal of Reed. So this goes hand in hand with this movie, and it does set up a lot of stuff. You know, you got current readers of Fantastic Four. Let's just gently put in new elements, and you know, maybe the old fans will pick up on it as well. So in the issue, the history was changed from Sue Storm first meeting Reed Richards when she was 12-year-old to Sue as an undergraduate and Reed as a doctoral candidate. So both are doctors and on an equal footing. However, it's never been said what Sue's doctorate studies have been in until now. And yeah, well, what is it? Archaeology. Cool. Bizarre. So Sue was made a Namor joke where Sue jokes her doctorate is in marine biology, but then she reveals it is actually archaeology. She asked, like Indiana Jones, where Sue replies, more like Kathleen Kenyon, but sure. Sorry, what? Kathleen Kenyon? If that's a real person, that is awfully close to Kathleen Kennedy, but alright. So, yeah, lots of changes, making them equal, making them sort of on equal footing. But again, as well, it goes interesting with these rumours that Fantastic Four movie is going to be Sue Storm-centric, and Mr. Fantastic will be holding Sue Storm back. So apparently the comic is going to be fixing a lot of this stuff and establishing a new canon that Marvel Comics can then work with. So basically, in short, Fantastic Four is a joke, is a disaster of a movie, and if it was gonna be done by now, it would have been done. You know, if this movie wasn't struggling and wasn't just a disaster waiting to happen, you'd have got it off the ground. This is not difficult to do, ladies and gents. This movie is not hard to make. These films are not difficult to write. They're really not at all. You know, as we've posited on the HCast several times, just set it. Period piece. I say period piece, but you know, 60s, 70s. Set it then. Have a good time with it. Enjoy it. And then age. Have that as the reboot and then age into the new Marvel Universe. If you're going to do any kind of rebooting of things. That would be a great way to do a reboot. But anyway, there you go, ladies and gents. It's a disaster. The movie's sounding like a total... But it's just a bad joke, isn't it? But let me know what you think down below. Love to hear it. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.